Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. So today we had a little bit of a bad or good news. It really depends on the person to consider if this is bad or good. Now, we had a Digimon crossover announcement with Pokeland. This can be a good thing, this can be a bad thing. I have a feeling that this update is not going to move forward yet, and I'm going to tell you why. So first of all, we got the announcement. We got John over here saying that I will be looking for players because of course, yes, if we are getting Digimons mixed with Pokemons, obviously the people who only enjoy Pokemon, they will not enjoy the game anymore. But that might be a little bit situational. I will explain everything. I already made a video about this in the past, okay? Because this was previously announced on the Vietnamese version, and it was cancelled on the Vietnamese version. So we will get to that. First of all, when is this update expected to arrive? So we have over here, bind your new account. Over there, day 9. Day 9 of August. We are on day 4 right now. Day 9 is supposed to be a Tuesday. Day 9 of August is the expected day of the update. Now, we have to be careful, because they are expected 2 evolution lines. We will be talking about this, but on every update notice, there's always this, bind your account. And this time, I would like to emphasize that myself, because it's Digimon. They are grabbing it from a different freaking game. Like they are grabbing Pokemons or Digimons, they're grabbing monsters from a game that originated from Pokeland. Basically, they have the same base, like Pokeland and the Digi Squad that used to exist. It's basically the same game, but they put Digimons instead of Pokemon. But I expect bugs. I expect something bad to happen. We never know. So this time, I would like to emphasize people, and I am dumb because I forgot. Every time I log in, I have the reflex of hiding the button. This button over here, let's not hide it. Every time I log in, I have the emphasis of hiding the button. But what I want to emphasize, binding your account should be super important, because we don't know how this version is going to happen. We don't know if there's going to be any bugs. So it's really important that if you have your account, go over here to that button. This is on Android, on iOS might be different, and go over there to your account, and over here, I need to edit this part away for my own security, but you should go over there to the security center and bind your account on the security center. So very important, if you have a Pokeland account, do bind your account, do take care of that now before the update, because we don't know what will happen, okay? We really don't know what will happen. Now, I was talking about Vietnamese version because I previously made a video about that, because it was previously announced on the Vietnamese version that they would get also the same update, and we were checking how the Digi Squad game used to work. We have the Digi Squad game. We can see that this would be like an old version of Digi Squad, so it still has the Guardian Souls, which we also have on Pokeland. It still has it has a bunch of stuff, which is the same as Pokeland, because as I said, the base is the same game, right? And probably the main logic why they wanted to do a Digimon crossover is because there was rumors that they were working on a new Pokemon, but they still needed time to do so. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. But the thing is, later, this version actually got cancelled. I don't have the video here, but the version got cancelled because it had bugs. It had a lot of bugs, and the developers were like, hey, we are not going to release Digimon because the version was bugged. But Pokeland English version, I don't know. They are probably different developers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they will test things out. So in a way, I have a feeling that they could revert the update if they just go forward with it. But in another way, I have a feeling like it will have a lot of bugs and it will not happen. This is why I said at the start that I have a feeling that the update with itself will not happen. Not just that, let's just pretend that the update just goes forward, right? It says new Pokemon arrived, which is technically Digimon, but they forgot to change that. So there's a bunch of new Digimons, and the Digimons, even if you are not too familiar with Digimons, you probably just know that they exist. This guy, Like, you probably have seen these two guys. So it's the evolution line. It's the evolution line. We have Agumon, Greymon, yes. And then we have Gabumon, yes. Okay, we have a bunch of Digimons, because I am not familiar with Digimons myself, so I don't want to offend anybody who is anybody who is a fan of Digimon, okay? I'll get used to the names one day later. One day later, if they ever even come to Pokeland. But what I want to say, like, for example, yesterday I made a video. Master Evolutions, Overlord Master Evolutions, amazing Pokemon, has tons of stuff on his passive, etc, etc. Actually has a lot of interesting things. But then at the end, when I was trying to play against meta Pokemon, of course, Master Evolutions is not enough. And even against non-meta Pokemon, but for example, imagine that I will probably want to play Digimons against Master Evolutions itself. I don't think it would do anything at all. They actually need to make the Digimon with a lot of good passives, a lot of good skills, a lot of good stuff, in order to even be close enough to defeat any decent Pokemon in Pokeland. That's what I was thinking, because if they are adding the Digimons, the crossover could actually be a nice thing, because at the start of this, these guys, they're not overlords, they are not resonances, so like there's a high chance that they suck. They absolutely suck compared to the Pokemons that we have right now on Pokeland. So in other words, we should not be concerned. The only concern shall rise if later they start adding resonances and overlords with a lot of good skills and they actually become close to meta. Like, that's the only time where I would start being concerned. Because honestly, I would not mind having Digimons around on Pokeland, because I would probably ignore them. It's like, yay, they exist, but if they are not impactful in the meta, some people can use it on the early game for fun, and they just drop it off. I would only be concerned if we are forced to use them for the meta. That would be bad. In a game where people just enjoy Pokemon itself, people who don't enjoy Digimon would just drop off Pokeland and just quit because they are not playing Pokemon anymore. They are not enjoying the game anymore if they are forced to play something that is not Pokemon in a game that was supposed to be Pokemon. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I have a feeling that in a way it might not be bad, in a way it might bring more content to the game. But honestly, if they make the meta... what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Have a nice day. See ya.
Press